Well, I say in stream. Oh, I'm live now.
How you know? Oh, okay, I see the.
Oh, technical difficulties, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. This is beyond me. And then I see the YouTube
uh,
sign too. So that's how I know I'm on YouTube. Okay, y'all. Hello. Yes, we're now on StreamYard. We was on Streamlab.
hello.
Yes, it's Miss T. That wasn't working out for us, so we had to transition over. And today we're gonna get into Huntsville, and we specifically are going to get into Destiny and Sunny and Moses and the other girls that's out there, timelines and everything. So we just gonna go through it, chop it up. I'm new to Huntsville, so relax because I'm new. I'm still learning the names and the information. But Miss T, she a OG, so she know the
Yeah,
ins and out and outside of the show and stuff. So she can give us all that good tea.
season one in the house.
Okay,
Season
baby, I'm
one.
season 8. But okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so we just gonna stop and go, and just get into it. So. Mhm.
So, hey, Destiny, I would like to allow you to tell your side of the story because I believe you have a story. How do you feel? What's your story?
Shanita's talking a lot, per usual. Same Shanita I remember from decades ago. Who are you for me to have to explain anything to you? But I also feel like if the situation when Moses was brought up, then I'm going to speak on it.
Real quick before we go any further, when she was talking at that table, I was getting irritated too. Like, relax, calm down. Like, I don't know, get all sides first. Like, she didn't hear everything before she got to talking and making certain statements. But
I'm not really familiar with Shanita Foster, but
hmm
I know when Carlos was speaking, he was saying that she has a larger than life personality. I
hmm
tried to pull up the what's that, the Real House of Football or Football Wives or whatever. I couldn't find it. I just found like little snippets, just to see. But they say that's her. What you see is what you get.
mm. Okay. Keep going.
I will say this
Potential.
the interpretation of friendship is different. And
And let me know when you want to pause too. Like, you see something and you like, hold on.
Okay. Let me just say
the
this.
interpretation.
hmm
Destiny was too excited to tell her story. That's the whole reason for her coming. She thought she was going to, in my opinion, she was going to set it off on Melody and Sunny. But let's keep going.
Okay.
Of a work relationship that extended a year and plus after working on the show is different to me. You know, I got messages in my phone that say, I miss you and I love you, sis. And that to me
That's
is
a response. Right, but you said it though. You told this lady you love her? Sis? Yes. Hey, I love you, sis. Miss you. But I would say that to you if I worked with you for a month. But if somebody say they love me, boy, girl, cat, or dog, yeah. If I don't love them, I'm not gonna tell them I love them. Well, that's my response if you say it back. If you say it to me, I'm gonna respond like that.
When you stop being a producer, how
Okay, let's talk about it. Does that make you a friend if somebody say I love you, sis?
I mean, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. If I didn't really know you like that,
hmm
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't just throw love out. I love you out there just to be throwing it out there. Like, hey, no, I personally don't do that.
I don't either. Like, that love word, I don't just be, hey, I don't be going around saying sis either.
Right.
Like, cause everybody ain't your sis. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, some
mm,
people that's. I mean, I don't know. Some people that's how they talk. I don't. Nobody has ever approached me like that. No, that I haven't known, had history with. You know.
hmm yeah, cause there are some people who use words loosely, and it's
Yeah.
not that deep to them. And then there's other people who, and it's like in this instance, it's hard to really find out if she's telling the truth because she's prideful right now. So she's not
Right.
gonna really tell us like. So I get both sides to that. Like she's not gonna really tell us if she meant it for real. She gonna try to downplay it now, of course, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
much did you talk to Destiny?
3 or 4 times
Is
the
that
year
true?
after I was done working.
So when you
while I was working, we saw each other 2 times, not on the set.
so Destiny, what she's saying is that when she stopped being a producer, you stopped being
She
her
started being my
talent.
manager. She was managing my music
Oh,
career.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like, don't make it. It was
Yeah, I love her reaction every time.
Stormy.
Oh my god. So she only spoke to her, according to her, 3 to 4 times
After.
after, and 2 or 3 times on the set.
Right.
How many times do you think she brought up that she was dating Moses? Those
I
two or
don't know.
three
I
times on
mean,
set.
let Sunny tell her she didn't.
Hmm.
I mean, from the history of the show, um, Destiny was always known as being difficult to work with. She didn't have a storyline. It was just like they had to, really fight. Really, push her to get the little bit that they did get out of her.
Hmm.
So honestly, I don't know. I think Destiny said that, um, and everything we say is alleged and it's our very own opinion. For entertainment purposes and all of that. Um.
There we go. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I done lost my train of thought. But when Destiny says she managed her career from watching the show or maybe on social media, um, I think she booked her for a show that Monica was hosting. Was headlining her and Melody. Now, as
Hmm.
far as them being in the studio, like they always in the studio on Love and Hip Hop, we don't never hear mention of that. We just hear that she booked her show. Allegedly, she paid for everything. And that was the ending of it. That was the beginning and the ending of it.
Oh, that's tough because it's like even with the 2, 3 on set, 3, 4 after, I feel like she knew. And the only reason why I say she knew, not based off this scene in specific, when she was on
Hmm.
Carlos King, and she was like,
Now,
I
who was
mean,
on Carlos King?
when Sunny and Moses was on Carlos King with
Okay.
the main character of the show.
Hmm.
Um she was like, they dropped the ball and I picked it up. So because it's like if you drop the ball, that means the girl still had the ball. And you knew the girl still had the ball. You felt like she dropped it and you picked it up. You felt like she was lacking. So you was trying to take her from him. Now if she never
But
would
you.
have said that,
Hmm.
I could have been like, well, maybe they were just distant. They was always with each other, but they just distant, as a producer and a person. But she said that with conviction. Like, you
Yeah,
dropped the
she did. But you know what? And I heard a podcast that she and Moses did,
ball. Mhm.
and Moses did say that he was dating Destiny at the time, and Sunny did say, and I was her producer.
Hmm.
So yeah, she knew. It's you find like little tidbits off the show, and then the timeline
Right.
on the show is it's just crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
it's too
nothing is
many
really
numbers.
adding up. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Too many months. But I mean, yeah, and she said it proudly, and I was her. Because what happened was Moses was telling the host. He said he met Sunny through Destiny, and the host was like, like, okay, that's what we own. But
Right.
it's like Sunny didn't really pick that up. She was
Mhm.
like, yeah, and I was her producer at the time. Kind of
See.
like a gloating, and it because I
Yeah.
know before I was kind of like, I don't know. how many conversations, but I did hear a podcast with them saying,
Yeah, she talking like she took him. Like you ain't do your
hmm
job and I took him.
yeah.
Let's give it. Let's keep going.
More than 3 times.
How long did you and Moses date after Sunny was no longer, your producer?
Well, we officially broke up in August and y'all got married in December.
Ooh.
August, September, October, November.
What is her name?
That's Stormy.
What is her? She is hilarious. Hold on.
Your producer.
Well, we officially broke up in August and y'all got married in December.
Ooh.
August, September, October, November. Don't let me FaceTime my man.
You
'cause
said
this
he
is
was
live.
he was sending you money in October.
September.
That's because he felt you needed help. And
Oh,
so
okay. But y'all
You
was
know?
together.
You know,
what you mean? He told me now because everything is coming out.
but you didn't know.
No, I didn't know anything about
They
that.
hadn't seen each other since January 23.
And y'all were together in August.
Deflecting. That's not the question. She said, "Did you know he was sending?" She was sending. So you knew they were still in contact. I see what she doing. She be throwing rocks and hiding her hair. You ain't think to say, "Well, I can see you," because I'm seeing it now. Sometimes you got to replay stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of tell she don't really want to be bothered with the questions too by her body language. It's kind of like, come on, y'all, let's just move on.
Cause she know she wrong. She know she wrong. I mean, he's the wrongest of the wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But just talking just them two separately,
Mm-hmm.
a mess.
August.
We exchanged numbers then.
And then when did y'all get into a relationship? When was it official?
I want to say it only took 90 days
For y'all to be in an official
for
relationship?
us to get married.
No, in a relationship.
We were together for 90
So
days
August
before we
7th,
got married.
I know I love you too.
We weren't in a relationship. We exchanged numbers. So hey, that's on y'all.
Good morning, baby. Love you.
What they got to do with me though?
September.
I'm not Moses.
Good morning, love.
I love how she tried to separate herself. Like she still wasn't in that situation though.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what she's trying to pull. You're not together. So y'all still dating, y'all could do whatever, but nah, you just not finding out this information now.
But I mean, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been in these YouTube streets. But
Go ahead.
notice how Destiny is holding her messages to her chest.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, people show you the message. It's like when Sunny had her, podcast or whatever. She was showing the messages and from the messages, Destiny was initiating the conversations, and it was just dry. I mean, it wasn't like hey, let's meet up. I'm coming out that way, or you come out this way, or I miss talking to you. Let's get back together. It was just 2 words,
Yeah.
pretty much. But hey, he's a player.
That's
They
what it's
both they
giving. He was playing both. It seemed like Sunny knew more than Destiny. And I think Destiny is hurt. So she's just trying to prove that he was still messing with me. But
hmm,
Sunny trying to downplay it like, well, we were just dating at that time, but still not acknowledging like Destiny, whatever.
well, they both said that he had several relationships. So I mean,
Mhm.
they can't even get that straight. So
Right.
like I always say, I just hope they all get tested because I mean, it was just too close for comfort, for me.
Way too close.
Hmm.
Let's keep going.
Oh, y'all both games. Yeah, he played some games with
Playing some games here.
Destiny's receipts are actually
He played some games with her. No, he played some games with both of y'all.
receipting.
With both of
Everybody
them.
like look at
Right.
Moses. Look at Moses. I'm looking like that's a man. I don't expect him for real. But Sunny, I'm looking at you like, why you wanted him? Why you wanted that in you? Because you knew that was in Destiny. And for that's what I can't get jiggy with. I picked this out. When you was with Moses, were you talking to Destiny at all?
No.
The timeline don't make sense to me.
Well, it don't have to make sense.
It doesn't.
Can I ask a question? What month
They
did y'all
asked me.
get?
That's a good question though.
Well, from their
Like,
time, because like when on the show, when Destiny sat down with Moses, he said to her, I wanted to have a relationship, but you was too busy, you know, trying to live the glamorous life. So he didn't have time, and he brought up his birthday was in April. She ain't had time, to attend this party or come see him or whatever. And so he was like, "Well," I said, "we're gonna go in our separate ways." And then she said, "But you was loving me all the way up to August." That's what she said to him.
Mhm.
So now we get to the trip, and it's September.
Mm.
And I know some of the texts that she was talking over with the other ladies. She was like, "Sis." He was saying like, "Sis, okay, sis." And I'm thinking to myself, that ain't just that's sis, that's friend. That's
Right.
not
That's gay.
right. So, but you know,
Mm. Mm-mm. You said that's why she ain't flipping that phone over.
right. Like I mean, she holding. Let's see it.
Yeah, you typically do. You turn it and then you look at the phone. You point out the messages. She ain't do none of that.
You pass it around. Here y'all look. Y'all
Mhm.
see.
Mhm.
Married.
December
What December what?
9th.
So that means 90 days from there would have been September 9th is when y'all started dating.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Probably
September
August.
9th, y'all in a
January to August.
relationship.
Yeah, she did say
What was your
August.
last text about the hey baby? What was that?
All the way up until October was the
All
last
the way
time
up
we
until
communicated.
October.
Yeah.
So now we're in October.
Right.
And he made a decision. My reaction to Destiny talking about Moses
She gonna get what's coming for her. She think it's cute. She think it's sweet. Child, please.
still texting her is that's what men do when they're dating and they have options. Moses was very transparent.
And to me, you could never downplay the relationship before marriage. I don't care what nobody say.
hmm
You can't say committed and faithful to me during a relationship. Why would I get married?
Now this is the thing.
Mhm.
He's been in and out of jail for allegedly for 15 years, which is what he said on the show.
Mhm.
He was married at some point. A point allegedly he got married. Um, at a very young age, and he went to jail. I think maybe they got divorced while he was in jail. I'm not really clear on that, but it wasn't like a straight 15 years.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't know if they was just along the years. You see them, and maybe y'all hook up, or from
Mhm.
what they're
Like it
saying, it
wasn't
was
no
never
official relationship.
right. It was just like she flew out there a couple of times, and then she got married in the midst of it.
Mm.
So unfortunately, allegedly, she can't speak on her marriage, but it's like her marriage and her son never even existed because she's so wrapped up into Moses and Sunny.
Mm. Good tea. Good tea.
With me about the communication if Destiny reached out. Now, he wasn't telling me the I love you, I miss you, but I knew that he was dating several women. So I think it's okay to have a healthy dating life where you can date multiple people if you have options. For me, you're single until you're married. I'm not going to keep playing up stuff with you. Long story short, Destiny, I did not consider you my friend.
That's fine.
Damn,
That's all I've been waiting on.
Like, what else would
And
you?
it's
It
clear
is.
because
And my
we
friends
share
are all
It
loyal
is.
to
There it
Friends don't
fucking
share
is.
Wait a
dinglings.
minute, that's
I,
say pause there
that's
for a
we don't
minute.
share no dingling.
Mhm.
When Neil said that, that kind of gave me like a color purple moment. You remember when after Miss Celia and everybody left, Sophia was like, "All right, now you about to get back to business."
Mhm.
Okay, that's what it reminded me of. But anyway,
Uh
you can
uh
go
uh.
ahead.
Don't be bringing that trauma film movie in here trying to make jokes. Uh, but what I wanted to say was they was sharing. He was going back and forth. Like what? Why she gotta stop being delusional with that though.
He was going. Apparently, from what they're saying, he was going. Well, what she said.
They were still
Definitely
allegedly sharing "I love yous" in October.
right now. As far as the physical thing, we don't. She said she hadn't seen him in January, but doesn't mean it was physical in January. But apparently, I mean, I don't know how many women was in between that time, between January to August.
Please.
I just all of this is just crazy to me.
Was
Mm-hmm.
you don't have that no more. But
We
what I'm
shared it
saying
because you
is,
had it after me, boo.
but it don't matter. I have the ring. So
Yes,
listen,
you got the
I'm finna
hardware,
keep
but I
going
got
over
his
you.
heartstrings because he keep talking about me all over Huntsville.
Girl, please.
Just what do you want?
Okay,
What
pause
do you?
that.
What do you?
I just want them to leave.
She hurt.
Is he in church talking about you?
Ooh.
Is he at the barbershop?
Okay, when they say all
Have
over
you,
Huntsville, who is you talking about?
when you go into the restaurant and she's saying, "Girl, Moses was just in here talking about you."
Okay.
When you getting your hair done, girl, let me tell you what happened.
Right.
I mean, it sounded cute, but come on.
Is the Huntsville street small?
They say Huntsville is very small, but the only person that really told her from the show was Martell.
So that's what
He
she
got,
mean.
everybody.
Because he do be outside in them streets. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Leave me the hell alone and
Gotta
be
be
real
fake.
about what happened and how it transpired. And let's close it up. Let's be real.
You can say that. You have your opinions. At the end of the day, I'm married. We're in this relationship. I hope that she's able to move on and get the
I
healing
am.
that she
Got a
needs,
fine man.
and everybody
Been
can
moved
have
on.
happy and healthy.
We need to have a good time.
Amen.
How we gonna move forward? What we gonna do?
Amen.
Got a lot of stuff playing tomorrow, right?
Yeah, ATVs, zip.
Yeah. My honest opinion, she did wrong. She did wrong. I mean, they both kind of got what they got since they wanted to tolerate him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what came with it. I'm not gonna leave that accountability off of him, but just her as a woman, how you move, like that's just nasty work. I don't respect stuff like that either. Like, I don't care. Like, people be like, "Well, they was going through." I don't care. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It just looked real funny. But
Well, yeah, like I said, I heard that podcast where they both admitted, and he was like, I was talking to her, and she's like, yeah, and I was his, you know, I was her producer.
mhm.
I guess while he was with Destiny, he was checking out Sunny because he did on the show make a comment that, or maybe it could have been off the social media. They intertwined so much that she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. Like when she was going through her situation, she could have sold that house, for less. Because he was like, sometimes you got to take a step back to move forward. She had bought a beauty supply store. It didn't work out, but she wanted suites up in there that she can rent out. And he was like, that, I mean, it doesn't make sense because you don't even own the place. You want to get something that you can own, you know, and build your capital from there, and that's just not what she was trying to do. Because, um, he was just saying she was just flying off, trying to look rich, but, she had to borrow money to live that lifestyle.
Mm. And that's what
And
she
she
don't
had even
want.
told him, right, and she even told him that, you said you was gonna take care of me and my son, but you didn't. And it's like you too old to be looking for somebody to take care of you. You should be established or at least halfway there.
Absolutely established
Mm-hmm.
at that point. Now I think this is I said Carlos King, but I think she might have said it here. Hold on.
Interesting. Oh, she didn't do nothing but try to go jazz. I was a side chick. Y'all was never broke up. You dropped the ball. I picked it up and I scored. You say that?
Let's go back. Well, I like this feature. Let's go back.
Uh, you dropped the ball. I picked it up and I scored. You say that?
Mm.
You said that like I don't know, maybe something coming down the pipeline. You may have wanted to not say that.
I'm just saying, like it's giving you knew, and you made it your mission. You heard her story.
Well,
I
yeah, because
don't know.
I do remember her saying, I think he had called her and she didn't respond right away. And then she was kind of like, well, this could be my husband. And I
Mm.
think from that point on, um, because they grew up like around the same place somewhere in St. Louis, and she was saying that when she would go home for like reunions or gatherings, whatever, he was always around her family, so they kind of like had that in common,
Mhm.
as well as him trying to better his life.
Huntsville, so
I
messy.
mean, it is, but and then this is where it was introduced.
What? Carlos King show?
Now this was Melody's podcast when he went to Huntsville.
Oh.
He introduced them on here. No one even knew this is them coming on.
Hmm. I watched it. I know where to go.
Hmm.
And this whole interview was really good, by the way.
Hmm.
Child. Ooh, wait, the tea just got piping hot.
As a producer, you had destiny.
Oh, they just show a
That
little
was the end of it.
snippet, little snippet.
Yeah, but that's
But
I mean
yeah,
that's how they came on to the show.
and she came on hot on that stage. And even
She.
Melody was like, "You a little hot for somebody like she not here.
Hmm.
Why is you so mad? Like, why is you so heated?"
Right. And then she was like, she had said something about their timeline was kind of off as well. Because again, they need to get their stories together before you come on the show. Now, the unfortunate part is, I'm just gonna say allegedly, Moses is allegedly in sitting in jail. He's gonna be there for like 11 months, maybe 10 months now at this point,
Mm-hmm.
um, because he shouldn't have left the state he was in to come to Huntsville. And I think he tried to open up a credit card allegedly, and there was some other things. Not to scam anybody, but just to, I guess, to go on with his life, and that was allegedly against his parole. So that's the unfortunate part. She's married now, but you can't see your husband.
Mm. That's what she picked. I hope he do her the worst way. I ain't gonna hold you. That's trifling. That's so trifling
I
to
don't know. I
move
mean,
like
he
that.
only time we tell. I mean, because right now, he's on pause.
Mm, mm, mm.
Right now, he is on pause. So
Well, well, well. You got any last remarks, child? I like this little feature though.
I think that's about it. I mean, she came on live and she was telling everybody, Saturday, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. But prior to Saturday, people had already knew what was going on.
Mm,
People had already known that he allegedly had been in jail since August 29th. And then when she came on her podcast, she came out blazing. She was saying how some people probably don't even know their dads. They don't know their child's father. They probably, trained and ran on there. I mean, she came out ugly.
that's how she came out on there. Melanie was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
Yeah, I mean, but then she came back and she apologized. She was like, I wasn't speaking to the people who support me, my fans. I said a lot of, negative things that I shouldn't have said. So she did apologize. So
Mm.
right now, what she probably need to do is just lay low. You know,
But when you say you better lay low,
okay. That's what she needs to do is just lay low. Yeah, because I mean she's come on before and went red hot and then she had to come back and apologize. So to me, I think allegedly this is like her second time that she had to do it. So
cause she knows she
um
wrong. She knows she wrong. She knows she got to cover it up. She knows she got to make it look good. Cause you participated in this crazy mess.
yeah,
Like
she need to get
that's
her
why she's
man
so
right.
heated. You see, Destiny,
Mm,
she's hurt. That's what it looked like for Destiny. It looked like she's just coming from hurt. But her, it seemed like she's just mad. Like she just want everybody to. understand her story her way, and child.
Yeah, she came out wrong. She came out defending her marriage,
Mhm.
and given this situation, that's a hard thing to defend.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, because he should have been the one to open up his mouth. But a lot of times, women, that's what they do. They cover for men,
Mhm.
and they just sit there and say nothing. He said a few words, but he should have been the one, you know, that ultimately came out, said what it was, you know, and just left it at that.
Yeah.
It's
And I
over
let
with.
her
It's a
take the
done
heat
deal.
because
Cause
she's taking
that's
the heat for all of it.
But a lot of people, I kind of like sympathizing with her too. I
Mhm.
mean, at this point, it is what it is. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's they're married. Like I said, I don't want to hear this in the next season. Destiny has to have something else going on, you
Yeah.
know, outside of them.
No, I feel it.
hmm
Bring something to the table instead of just being like
Yeah,
of the show.
I mean, like, what are you working on? What do you? I mean, now she does have a podcast that I don't listen to. I think it's called. I don't know. She has like not really a therapist, but like a life coach,
Hmm.
which really doesn't seem like she's helping Destiny. I've never watched it, but from like the clips that I've seen on YouTube, it just seems like the lady watches the show and she critiquing the show. Sometimes she talks more than Destiny. You know, she doesn't necessarily hold Destiny accountable for anything. So, and then the life coach was talking about people can get sued for defamation because a lot of people's like, what type of therapist or whatever is she? She's not really giving her no tips like you should move on. You know, when these thoughts come, this is what you do. To counteract those, or you know,
She's just bringing
it's just
drama.
like I was like, yeah, because when I heard this person say this, you know, so
That's like the therapist on Basketball Wives. I mean, she ain't get no real therapy. I thought she was amazing on Teen Mom,
she
but
was
I mean,
awesome on Team Mom. Basketball Wife, that's not for her.
even Cam Newton, she ate that man up with grace.
Right. I think Basketball Wives is that's just not the show for her. Like the Teen Mom, the Cam Newman, or if she want to do her own podcast or whatever, maybe that would bowl better with her. But yeah, Basketball Wives, because they're so messy. Um, she doesn't know how to do anything but jump defensive instead of saying, hey, ladies, let's kind of like, reel it on back. How about this? Or what do y'all think about this? You know what I'm saying? It was just like she came on, as Jackie's defendant in a way.
Mhm. Yeah, they not able to show their profession, and to me, that's the best time. Like that's the best
hmm
time to get people together, because it's still gonna be drama. Like let's just have a moment of kumbaya, or just
And
bringing
see,
out what really the problem is.
and when I first saw her on there, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. But I don't even think the first meeting they gave her, she couldn't even get a word in.
She was pissed. Like every time the camera towards her, she's like somebody begged her to be there.
Right.
Like she, like she did not want to be there.
She was like, I don't know what I was thinking. But maybe she didn't come on there to be a therapist, or a life coach, or whatever. Maybe she
Yeah,
just came on there. Um,
to just be herself in a way, but and brought her old drama with her, cause her and Brooke got old beef, which I that's what she should have been getting into. What's your beef for Brooke? Because you said you knew her since back in the day, and you ain't like her. She had a nasty attitude, etc., etc. So what's your real beef with her?
and what's Brooke's real beef with her?
True.
Because I mean, Brooke was acting like
Well, no, Brooke got every right to have an attitude with her. Because girl, don't put me out on the spot. After I'm trying to
oh, when she
participate in
told her
something.
Not to stand up.
Yeah, she was rude. Brooke has every right. It was her that got an attitude with her, but I think Jackie put a battery in her back and then ended up backdooring her getting cool with Brooke. And just left her out to drag. Cause she was in the car cracking up, smiling in the
That's
car,
the
like,
Jackie. That's the Jackie way. She starts something, don't finish it, and it's because we love each other,
yeah.
and
And sometimes we go, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
right, okay, let's finish this out. Just like when when Jackie and Brooke was talking, you know, they didn't really get any accomplished. That's why they got into an argument again.
For real.
Jackie was just like, do you love me or whatever. So
How that's basketball wise. When they come back, we'll get to talking about that too.
I
But there's
know,
some
and
similarities in there.
it's
But
some who.
I said some similarities in there.
Hmm.
But y'all, we gonna wrap this up. Pretty much we gonna come every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we coming back either talking about TV shows or events that happen throughout the week that we feel like is important to talk about. Um, yeah, we gonna chop it up. You got anything y'all
That's it.
wanna?
Just to all watching, thank you so much for watching. As a free way to support the channel, please hit the like button. Please give us your comment, subscribe, and come on back.
Yes, and type replay gang in the comments so I know y'all there. Just so I can see who still be watching the lives. And as always, do something small for y'all, even if it's just a little thing, do something for you today. Bye y'all.
Bye bye.